Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Robin and today we are doing the in or out book tag. I was tagged by the lovely Paige over at the PM Reader, so thank you Paige, and I will link her video and her channel down below. And so as always, I'm unprepared. I have the questions here and let's just see whether these things are in or out. Reading the last page first. I'm gonna say that's out. I don't know why you would do that. Like, why would you want to know how it ends before you read how it starts? Enemies to lovers. In. I wish that it was done like better. I want like some real enemies to lovers, like I want to kill you and murder your whole family, but just kidding, because I love you now. Like, I want to see that. And if you have an example of that, let me know. I'm interested. But enemies to lovers can always be a good time. Dream sequences. They're in. I love a good daydream or just dream and you're just like, is this actually real? Is this happening right now? Maybe, maybe not. Obviously it's not, it's a dream. Just because it's a dream doesn't mean it's not real. Anywho, next one, love triangles. Out. I've never seen it done really well and I hate that. Cracked spines. I love cracked spines, so they're in. I love getting a paperback and just cracking that thing open. Hardbacks, I don't particularly like cracked spines of, but I don't mind. I don't know, something about a cracked spine just says like it's a little worn, it's a little loved, and I'm okay with that. Back to my small town. Sure, I'm gonna say in. I don't really read many back to my small town books. I see it mostly in Hallmark movies where somebody is like, I am done being a high profile professional. I'm gonna go back to this really random little town where Christmas is very big and open a shop where I bake cookies. Do I like this? No, I don't. So it's out. Is it out? Maybe it's out. It's out. It's out. We're not going back to these small towns. Stay away. If you hated it, leave. Don't come back. Monsters are regular people. In, because monsters can be regular people. I come across monsters every day. Every day. No paragraph breaks. Out. Who does that? Who's writing a book with no paragraph breaks? This is terrible. If you don't have paragraph breaks, I'm quitting the book. My brain is literally just going to spill out of my head and I'm just going to like combust or something. I'm not reading that. Period. Multi-generational sagas, in. I love a good multi-generational saga. It is one of my favorite things. Rereading. Can something both be in and out? Like, I love it for other people, but I just don't do it. So it's in. There's nothing wrong with it. I just don't do it. Artificial intelligence, in. I love that. I think the concept of it is cool, especially when they're possibly taking over the world and enslaving humanity. Could very well happen. Drop caps, and I really like drop caps. They are fun and they're fancy. They remind me of fairy tales for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe because in like all of my childhood books, it was just like drop caps. Happy endings. They're in. I don't know why they wouldn't be. I mean, I do enjoy books where everything doesn't get tied up nicely and with a bow, but sometimes you just need some happy in your life and you just need it to end happily. So in. Plot points that only converge at the end. In. Sometimes I'm thinking like, what the hell is happening? The plot is all over the place. But if something can come together and like make a point where you're still not confused looking at you, King of Scars and Rule of Wolves, then yeah, I like it. Detailed magic systems, that is in. until you get to the point where you're just like, I have no idea what is going on. When like the rules of the magic system like break depending on what the character is doing or what is convenient to the plot, that I don't like. But if you have like a complex world where everything kind of works together, and I like it. Classic fantasy races, and why not? We're interrupted by a cute little puppy break. Say hi, puppy. Say hi. You don't want to be here, do you? No? Okay. Unreliable narrators, and I love not knowing whether the person I am reading the point of view from can be trusted. There's a certain element of like trying to figure out whether this is real or whether this is like right or not, and I like that. Evil protagonists. I don't think I've actually read any evil protagonist stories, but I'm very interested, so if you guys have recommendations for evil protagonists, let me know down below. The Chosen One. I don't think The Chosen One is ever out, so it's in. However, sometimes it's a little tiring. Like The Chosen Trio. Something. It doesn't always have to be one person. Can you imagine having like the burden of the world on one person? Sounds terrible. When the protagonist dies. I like that. That's in. Because sometimes in real life, people die, and even when they're the main character, and sometimes other characters need to process that grief, and you need to see that. Really long chapters. Out. I don't like really long chapters because for some reason I'm always left feeling like, what, are we done yet? How are we still in this one chapter? French flaps. Out. I don't like them. I don't get them. Deckled Edges. In. I like the unevenness of it all. The weathered feeling of it. Goes right along with a cracked spine. Signed copies by the author. In. I don't know why that would be out. I mean, it's just a cool thing to have. I don't have any books signed by an author, I don't think. But it seems like a cool thing to have. Dog earring pages. I'm going to say out. I used to dog ear my books like years and years and years ago. But I don't know. I don't like the corners to be folded down for some reason. I don't know. I love a cracked spine, but folded pages, that's it. Done. And the last one is chapter titles instead of numbers. It's in. I don't have a problem with it. Sometimes I think that chapter titles are sometimes better because it can give a little bit more description to what's coming, or it can make you anticipate what's about to happen in the chapter. As long as there's like a page number, it's like, because if you're reading it with someone and you're like, oh, you know, that chapter called Oodles of Noodles, and you're just like, I don't even know where that is. And then you're like, it's on this page. What kind of book would have a chapter called Oodles of Noodles? That's why I don't write chapter titles. Or at all. I don't write periods. So clearly we can see why. Anyway, that was the in or out tag. I'm going to tag my lovelies, Ray over at Bookmark Chronicles and Dash at Mythic Pages. Also Jashana and Stephanie from Stephanie Bookish, and Jess from Jess Owens. I don't know if any of you have already done this tag, but if you haven't, I'd love to see your answers. And if I haven't tagged you, that doesn't mean that I wasn't going to. Just know that you were tagged in my heart. And I hope you do the tag too. So until next time, bye.